If you thought the government could have any more tricks up their sleeve to make your life difficult, bam! Another crazy loophole they're exploiting to threaten your gun rights. Stick around and learn how the Biden administration is getting your private data by buying it. I'm Ben, and you're watching the Minuteman Moment. Recently, the Treasury Department's Financial Crime Enforcement Network was exposed for colluding with large banks to monitor gun owners' financial transactions, specifically targeting people who bought from sporting goods stores like Cabela's or GOA partners like AR-15.com and Smoky Mountain Knife Works and labeling them terrorists and extremists. This list is huge. Here's GOA's Director of Federal Affairs sounding the alarm.
Give us your take on how this particularly pertains to gun owners.
Well, what we have here is the federal government, the Treasury Department, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, teaching financial institutions, which is your banks, your credit card companies, how to search your purchases and figure out if you're a gun owner for the explicit purpose of flagging you to federal law enforcement to have you investigated. This is a total violation of gun owners' Second and Fourth Amendment rights. And might I add that this was all done without a warrant by the Treasury Department.
Yeah, you know, in the search term, some of them that we didn't say already, Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, and Dick's Sporting Goods, places that you may go to buy a firearm legally and with a background check, might I add.
Well, it turns out it's not only the Treasury Department that's spying on your information without a warrant. A recent report by the Inspector General of the Department of Homeland Security highlighted how several DHS component agencies, including the Secret Service, bought Americans' phone location data without a court order. Yeah, because it's such a hassle for these bureaucrats to follow the Constitution and respect Americans' Fourth Amendment rights. But it's not just the Secret Service that have bought your data. The IRS, FBI, and even the Defense Intelligence Agency have bought your location data as well. This data includes information on Americans' lives, including where an American prays, where and when they drive their children to school, and if they visited a gun store or a shooting range. Purchasing your data from third-party companies is the sneaky loophole that lets the government obtain all of your personal information without a warrant. Under normal circumstances, a judge would need to issue a warrant to collect this kind of data. But private companies act as a middleman between your data and the government by scraping anywhere that personal data is available. Slimy government lawyers have decided that the Fourth Amendment does not apply to Americans' personal data if the government buys it from data brokers. Now, how does this affect gun owners? Well, the Biden administration has shown time and time again how they've weaponized federal law enforcement agencies against Americans exercising their Second Amendment rights. The threat to Americans' Second and Fourth Amendment rights is not limited to the data's purchasing of location data. Commercial data brokers openly sell marketing lists containing the name, address, and other personal information identifying gun owners and shooting fanatics, as well as specialized lists like concealed carry licensed gun owners. One of these websites, DM Databases, talks about their unique gun owner email lists, and they go into a shocking amount of detail. There's affluent gun owners, and age 70+ elderly gun owners, and even one list called New York City gun owners. What's terrifying about that last one is the NYBD could buy that list and use it for confiscation raids, even though no judge signed off on any of this data collection. And that's not even getting into their digital lists. There's a list for those who like to LARP around in the woods doing paintball or airsoft, another for prospective firearm buyers, and get this, one for people who are interested in exercising Second Amendment rights. If you thought the FBI was licking their lips over seeing people who bought a Gadsden flag, wait till they start seeing this list. Unfortunately, the same legal loophole that the Biden administration has embraced to purchase Americans' location data could equally apply to the purchase of these commercial lists identifying gun owners. By allowing agencies to buy sensitive information rather than following the judicial process to obtain said data, it makes a mockery of the constitutional promise of protection against unreasonable search and seizure. The reason all of this warrantless data seizure is coming up is because Congress is about to reauthorize the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA. Now, there's been a lot of controversy from both sides of the aisle surrounding FISA because even though the bill explicitly states American citizens cannot be targeted, agencies have been known to bend the rules in order to get evidence for a conviction. In an interview with Politico, GOA's own Director of Federal Affairs, Aidan Johnson, had this to say: "We're closely tracking the FISA loophole allowing federal law enforcement to buy lists of gun owners and concealed carry permit holders without a warrant or regard for the Second and Fourth Amendments. It is crucial to close the Section 702 FISA loophole that allows federal agencies to collect data on American gun owners without a warrant." Representative Warren Davidson's "The Fourth Amendment is not for sale" bill is a bipartisan bill that would end the federal government's ability to buy your data. Please call your representatives and demand a vote on this pro-gun amendment to any FISA reauthorization. FISA could be reauthorized as soon as this week, and gun owners need this privacy protection badly. Now, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out our social media to stay up to date with GOA's latest fights for your rights.